it's doing it now. That's it.
Cool, perfect. Nice. So my name is Toby Hinks. My student number is 4264118. So I've made a music system that takes skin resistance values from some sensors and puts them into an Arduino, as you can see here. So it takes this line of code that I found with a tutorial with the sensors. So I've taken that and copied it into here. It takes the information that you can see here. Yeah, that's killed it. That's good.
It's good enough, I understand. Yeah.
Okay.
So the Arduino code, it comes with the sensors themselves, so you just program the Arduino using that, and you're getting info from there through the serial port.
Yeah.
And that's going to the max program, yes?
Yeah, so that goes from the serial point to B. I used the print icon to check what ports there were, and double checked it against where the Arduino is plugged in. So it's taken information from there and it goes into this message box.
Okay, so you're getting data in, but that data is just numbers at the moment.
Yes,
and then you're translating those numbers in a way. Yes.
Yeah, so those numbers are scaled into, so generally they're between 10 and 53. So that kind of range is scaled into, I've got a few different ones, so it's scaled into a different range of numbers.
And that range of numbers is used in what way?
So that is used to trigger a bank of codes. So if it's between, this particular one is dealing with melody, so it goes between
1684.
Yeah.
And that's the index number, yes, the 60 to 84. And they relate to what data values?
So the numbers are, it's in C major, so it's MIDI notes.
Okay.
That can be translated, so they're all in C major, so the white notes. So it kind of scales it so that it's diatonic and it's kind of always in tune and makes a kind of music. So we've got chords on this side. So the col, it goes into the col and it gives the index number between.
And this is the same col, is it?
It's it's the same, the same one, but just triggered with different numbers at the moment. So it kind of needs to be scaled and kind of neatened up a bit. But, so it goes between 1 and 7. So on the col, that's the chord.
Okay, and it's a 3-note chord.
It's 4 notes. Yeah, so it's
4 notes.
Major 1, 7 chords and stuff. Which is then sent into the unpack object, and that unpacks it as 4 separate MIDI notes that go into the make note that kind of triggers it. And then there's another one.
Formulate a MIDI note message that goes to note out.
Goes to note out. And I've got one that does a bass line as well, so it does kind of the lower notes in that scale.
But they all use the same col with the same index.
At the moment,
At the moment?
At the moment, so that note out is set as from max 1.
So using one of the max buses?
Yeah, so they all use the same max bus, but they have a different MIDI channel. So you've got 1, 2, and 3. So they then go into Logic, and using MIDI environment, we've got max 1 sent into a channel splitter,
which is splitting the MIDI channels out.
Yeah, so you can then I've got 1's going to this channel, so that's playing the melody, the kind of notes. 2 goes to the chords, so it's a kind of pad sound, and then I've got a brass kind of sound that does kind of more bassy kind of stuff.
And so from your choice of timbre, that was the kind of meditational sort of sounds you were looking for?
Yeah, I want it to be kind of expansive and kind of that kind of feel to it. So it kind of.
So that's all working really well at the moment. How are you finding the actual feedback?
The feedback. So one of the things that I want to try and do is, because I'm pretty sure that when you look at the Arduino serial plotter, it's kind of all over the place to start off with, and it takes a few reasons. I think it averages it out, which I don't really want it to do. So I'm not sure. I need to work out a way of either getting rid of the averaging kind of part of the code, but I think it might do. As soon as you take it off the plotter, I think it might just play everything. So I need to kind of work out what the difference is between those two kind of parts. I've got.
And then there's a visual element.
There is a visual element, right? Yeah. So to make the visual element, I found a tutorial with a patch from GitHub that makes the kind of reactive mesh over the webcam or whatever source you want to use. So you can change the kind of 3D depth of it, so you can invert it and stuff, and change its sound reactive with colour at the moment as well, so you can change that as well. And I made a few alterations to that to start off with, just to kind of get it working. So it started off with a kind of sample player in there, or using the microphone. So I've changed it to take input from an ADC, so it's taking all of the kind of output from that.
Are you running that through Soundflower?
Yeah. So I've got Soundflower running from Logic as the outputs.
And so the ADC is picking up the Soundflower.
Yeah. So they're all on the same channel at the moment, on 1 and 2. But there is I made a start on a modulation patch that's going to take the outputs kind of separately as stereo pairs. So you'll have 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and they'll be modulated with I've got a reverb, a filter, and I'm going to try and find a pan, one that I can use, and that will take the same serial object and use that to change the parameters within those effects as well, and then pass that on to the 1 and 2, and that will go into the visual kind of patch.
And this is a JIT window, is it?
Yeah. So I've changed that so the input is different, and kind of playing about with the scale on here changes the amount it moves in and out, like reactive
using a JIT operator.
Yeah. So that's what it does at the moment. In terms of kind of changing it. So I need to change, sort of alter the code or work out how to make it, because I want it to be a little bit more kind of volatile and changeable, because it kind of almost reaches a level it does similar things. So I want it to be more kind of personal to someone, so it would be more reactive. I think one of the things I can change is the kind of set resistance on the actual sensors, so that should be able to make it a bit more reactive and stuff like that. What else have I got to? Obviously develop the modulation patch so it all kind of patches in and changes it in that way. I think in the proposal as well, I had a second heartbeat sensor that would be doing kind of tempo for most of the kind of metros and stuff for it, so I need to have a look into how to get those two working in conjunction.
Although, having seen the patch, I'm not sure whether, where it is right now, it's probably sufficient. There might be something you want to do. But looking at the overall effect. It's still powerful.
Yeah, I think that's also. I think one of the things I was kind of considering was that seeing how changeable the information is before it averages itself out, that it creates so much, pretty much enough, because I think it might be confusing with the heartbeat and everything. It kind of creates enough information.
It does. That's what I'm thinking personally. That you may not be increasing the aesthetic.
Yeah, it's just adding another confusion.
It's just adding another input.
Headache. Yeah.
So no, that's great. Happy with that. Very good. Cool. Thank you, Toby. Okay. Cool. So just hit the